Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. And yeah, so we have even another update about Carson Wentz and his situation. And so it seems like after him and the Indianapolis Colts have been going back and forth per Adam Schefter all weekend as to whether or not to have foot surgery, Carson Wentz wanted to wait a while and see, if this was going to heal to where it won't require surgery. But in the end, it's being determined per Schefter that the best course of action will be to undergo foot surgery. According to Colts head coach Frank Reich, Carson Wentz will undergo foot surgery. And so not only do we have that, but we also have a time frame that Schefter has provided per the Colts, in which they're saying that the Colts are saying Carson Wentz will miss anywhere between 5 weeks to 12 weeks. So anywhere during that time frame, that is the estimation. Of course, things can change by the moment, but as of right now, that is the time frame. We're talking 5 to 12 weeks from now, I would imagine. So if we're looking at 5 weeks from now, getting closer to week 1, but just that time frame alone, clearly preseason is going to be extremely important, camp, and determining who's going to be getting the first team reps, who's going to be in if Carson Wentz is out, especially if it ends up being something that's closer to that 12-week time frame. Is obviously that's going to have a huge impact on the Colts in their season. So with that being said, you look at some of the quarterbacks they currently have. Jacob Eason, who should be the front runner to step in should Carson Wentz end up missing regular season games. I'd imagine he'd get the first crack. The Colts took him last year, not this past draft, but the previous draft. And so I'm really intrigued to see how he's going to do in the preseason. Obviously, they did sign Brett Hundley, who does have some starting experience, but not that much to where you would, just flat out hand him the job or anything like that. He's going to be there as a veteran presence for these guys and just to, have someone who has had experience in the NFL. He's got 3 wins under his belt, I believe 6 losses, 9 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, something like that. And then they also, they drafted Sam Ehlinger in the draft in the 7th round out of Texas. And they also have, I believe, Jalen Morton as well on the roster. So there's going to be a lot of, things going on as they try to monitor the situation with Carson Wentz. But first of all, we can just hope for, successful foot surgery and then go from there and wish him a speedy recovery. And that's certainly a situation that we're going to monitor, as we get closer to the regular season. And just, even during the regular season as this persists. But we're going to be hoping the best for Carson and that he's able to, recover sooner rather than later. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. Be sure if you have not subscribed already to subscribe. The best way to stay up to date with sport contents as it continues to happen, whether we're talking NFL, NBA, or even some college sports, you definitely want to stay tuned for that. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching and see you guys next time.